Okay. So last few classes we learn about the state, how we can store data in a state, how we can use it. Okay. And along with the state, we also learn about the map thing, how we can map data. Okay. Like yesterday we did. Suppose we have around 6 or 7 data, right? So how we can help of this data we can map and will show you on UI. So we use map. Okay. So today we will learn about the props. Good. Okay. So let's create one component. You can give any name. Can you suggest some naming convention? Some name. Anyone? Okay. I'm just giving because we are going to learn about the props. So basically, React has unidirectional flow. Its flow is in one direction. Means it will come like from parent to child to child to child to child. Okay. It will not go to child to parent. It will come from parent to child, like grandparent to parent, again child to grandchild, like that. It will come in one direction. Okay. So the flow is one direction. Okay. So basically, a state we use to we use within the component, but when we have to pass data from one component to another component, that time we use props. So first create this component, import react const child if. Okay. Now if this is child component, this is child component. Suppose that we have given this context over here. Then export default child. Okay. Just saved it. Now we want to use somewhere, right? Suppose I'm going to use inside that custom form here. See, this was our custom form. Previously we have created this. So I'm going to comment this out, and we had the custom form somewhere. Yes. Okay, cool. So these are the custom form we have created. What was the functionality? Sha- Something, some number and text at the rate gmail.com. Previously we did. So after clicking on sign up, the name, mobile and email will come over here. So now what I want, first we'll go to the custom page. Okay, custom page, and we will use our component called child component. So we have to we are going to learn the props concept, right? So props concept, one will be the parent and one will be the child. So like here, first import that child component. Either you can import manually or it will automatically import also. So I'm doing by manually. See, first I imported child over here. So okay, so first I imported this child in custom component. So custom component become parent and child component become child. Okay. So now we will use somewhere here we will use that sorry child. Okay, cool. So now you can see after that this is child component is coming. Okay, after that this is child component is coming. I am commenting this line of code, so name and mobile will not show over here. So you can see after custom custom form we are showing we are using child component over here, and inside the child component you will check we are using this is child component. Now we learn about the props. So child is different component, custom form is different component. When we have to pass data from custom component to child component, means from one component to this component, what we will use? We will use props. With the help of props, we will pass the data like name is equal to, let's give test as of now, test. Okay. Now see how I'm passing inside that component only, not outside. How you used to pass the props inside. This is the component child component. We have imported this, so this custom component become parent and child component become child. Okay, so inside the child component, what we are passing one props name is equal to test. Okay, because we have to pass data from custom component to child component, how we will pass? So inside the child component where we have important and using it, we'll pass the data. So name is equal to test. Okay, let's see, just give a name over here, console it, either you are getting or not. Console.log. Okay, inspect it, refresh the page. See the name test is coming, right? Where it's coming? Child.js line number 4. Child.js line number 4. What name you are passing? You are passing as name is equal to test. You can give any name. See, now we will see this name is coming over here. It's coming. So we can pass data like that. So how we pass the props? So basically we will import the child or any component. The name of this component itself I have given child, but either it could be a list or JS, new layout or a new assignment, any kind of component we can make it child or parent. But those component which is imported inside the some component that become child, and this component become parent. Okay, and data flow from parent to child, not child to parent. It's flow from parent to child. You can pass data from custom component to child. You cannot pass data from child to parent. There is a way to pass, but as of now, you have to know only you can pass only data from parent to child. Means you cannot pass data from child to parent as of now. As of now, going forward, we will pass. We will use some other method, but as for React, we can only pass data from one direction, either from one direction means from parent to child only. Okay, cool. So I'm passing name something nk. I can pass anything like mobile also we can pass. Okay, email also we can pass. Okay, now if you check over here, so what are the things you are getting? Name you are getting, mobile you are getting, and email you are getting. Okay, now if you console dot log mobile, console dot log email. Okay, So now you can see you are printing, first you are printing name, mobile number, and this test@gmail.com. Okay, so whatever the data you are passing, you are getting in this component. How you are passing the data? You are passing a data in such way inside the child component. You are passing name. Here you are doing the hard coded nk something something. And now you can do like you have created the state over here, right? So you can use that as state also. So you can give, let's give name. So any variable you are using, give as curly bracket name. What are the state you used? Name you used, mobile you used, mobile, and email. Cool. Just remove this hard coded thing and sorry. Okay. So now what are the things you are passing? You will get it over here. Okay. So now give Shant. You can see in child we were getting this. Okay. So we will add this condition also. Okay. Like after submit only we can get the data. See why we did this, because every time the state will change it will print the data. So now I want once after saving this data, after submitting this data, then only it will show it. So Nishant mobile number is 78765645. Okay, cool. So this is mobile number and this is some kind of test@gmail.com. Now if you press enter, see, so now we are going inside the child component to line number 4 name, line number 5 mobile number, or line number 6 email. We were using this. Got it? Okay. So now you know how we can pass data from one component to another component. Okay. So again we have some list.js. Okay. Here if you want to use this, how we will do that? We can directly create one custom list component also, and you can use this in C. So how we will do that? So let's create one component called, so hopefully you will get this right, how we can pass data from one component to other component. Anyone? Anyone? Any doubt till here, how we pass data from one component to another component? Okay, okay, so we'll check the differences of state and props. So I will take one more example. So here we have list.js. Okay, inside the list.js we were doing directly over here. Instead of that, we can use some other component also. Let's create one component called custom list. Custom, C should be capital, list.js. Cool. So first import React from React. Here we will do const custom list. Okay. Cool. So we have created this custom list component. Now I want to use this custom list inside that list.js. Okay, so I am just commenting it out. Okay, here I am directly using custom list. Okay, so for few minutes I am closing this custom form. I am using list only. Cool. So you will see like 6 or 7 datas are there, right? You can go in list.js. So around 6, 7 or 8 data was there. So every time it's printing, this is custom list, this is custom list. So this component it's printing 10 times or 7 time or 8 time. This is custom list करके. So now we want to pass whatever the data it's coming over here in here, right? Whatever the data you are passing, you can pass it over here, or else directly you can pass this data like this. Data is equal to data. So these are the, or else you can, okay, as of now you can give any name you can give for this one, and this will be your variable. Okay, so now if you come over here, so whatever the data name of data, this variable name you have given, oh, it's now, yeah, so whatever this name you have given, this is this variable name, you have to use this name only, or else you can say data list, like data list is equal to data, right? So now you will access with the help of this key, not with this data, because this is variable, so you have to use this only. So we are passing data from list to custom list. So list will become the parent, custom list become child, and these are the data you are passing. So this is the props. Okay, so now you can use this data list. Okay, now just copy it. We already have this variable inside that. Okay, cool. So now we can see we will use this data list over here. Cool. We saved it. Something, some issue came, right? See, clear it out and again check. Okay. Type error, cannot read custom list.js line number 7. Some property is coming regarding name. Okay. So data list, it's not coming because we didn't save this. Because we didn't save this file. See how we will come to know this file is not saved. We will see there is all the saved file cross icon is coming, but here it's not coming. See. So once you saved it, yeah, now it's fine. So now you can see the same result is coming, but how we did with custom component. Suppose we were doing in same component, it's fine, we can do it. But some of the time, like we have to pass data from one component to other component. In the meantime, what we will do? You will use props, right? How I'm using these props over here? So I'm using this, like this is the component. I have to pass data from list to custom list. Okay. So I have to pass, every time I have to pass this data, so I have created one variable, one props, data list props, and we are passing the data inside that. So if I go to the custom list, I will get this. So yeah, I will get this data list over here, and we can use this directly, or else you can pass one by one also. You are free to use, either you can give name, sorry, here you can give name is equal to data dot name, like that you can also pass. So you will get the name over here, you will get the name over here, and you can directly use. It's up to you how you are using this. Okay, but I need a full blob, so I'm using that only. Cool. I'm just removing this. Okay. So today we'll learn this much only because this is the new thing. What is the props? So basically, uh, we discussed, right? React has unidirectional flow, means its data flow only start from parent to child. Okay, it would start it from like your grandparent, then parent, okay, then child, then grandchild. Like that, it will go in one direction. Okay, so here you can see app.js, app.js. Go to the app.js. Yeah, so app.js. So here you can see. Suppose you want this, we want data from app.js to custom list. How we will do that? Give some name like tag React, right? Tag you have given React. So inside the list you are passing. So app.js your grand, or this Gaurav Kumar name I have to pass. Tag and name, two thing I have to pass. This name I am passing. I want this tag and name in list custom list.js. So how it will go? So your grandfather property will not come directly to you. Okay, it will come to your first father, then it will come to you. Not it will come directly to you. Otherwise, the flow will break. Okay, cool. In certain scenario, it will come, but if you directly use custom list over here, then it will come. But if you are using list, then it will go through app.js, then list, then custom.js. So first we are passing data in list. So we will get it here. So list, you will get two things. One is tag and one is name. Okay, now if you console you will get the same name. So again we want to pass this tag name in custom.js. It's not necessary, but I am showing the flow. Okay, so inside the custom, inside the list we will pass the data like tag is equal to whatever the tag came, or name is equal to name. And from where name and tag is coming, it is there, tag and name is coming there, and this data is coming from there because we are using the map. Inside that we are using tag and name. Cool. Now you can access this data over here. So here you can see first what are the thing along with data you need tag also and name also. Here you can give tag, here you can give name. Just save it. So it's a React Gaurav. Every time React Gaurav is coming. So see from where we pass this data, app.js. App.js we passed the data. So someone told, okay, we want this name Gaurav Kumar and tag name this React in custom list.js. And as of now where it's defined on app.js. Okay, and custom list is grandchild of app.js. So who is child? List is a child. So we pass tag and name in list.js. So we'll come here and we'll get this list and name in list.js. Okay, so now we will pass this custom list tag and name. So like that you can pass data from one component to another component. I'm just removing it. It was only for knowledge purpose. Remove it. But now you get to know how we will pass data from one component to other component. Here also just remove it. To keep also there is no issue. Okay, cool. See, so now we know, at least we know how we can pass data from one component to another component. Okay, Now we'll check some interview question. See, cool. Okay. So better we will do it by ourselves only. See. So props and a state. A state we can use within component. First difference is a state we can use within component. Props, when we have to pass data from one component to another component, we will use that. We can change the value of a state. We can change the value of a state. Multiple places we change the value of a state. Like custom form is here, right? We have a state name is name. Okay. And along with name, we are passing set name. That will be change the value of a state. So here they see we are changing this value of a state, but we cannot change the value of props. What are the data you passed? What are the data you passed from app.js, that file? The data we cannot change. So the some properties are there. So like a state within it, we can use within the component. Props, when we have to pass data from one component to another component, we use props. Okay. We can change the value of state, but we can't change the value of props. The same thing is state is mutable and props is immutable. Okay. So these two is strongly pointed. And these all are like with the help of props we can use the usual component and all thing. We'll come on this point later. But main two differences are like a state we can use within this component. If we want to access this name or mobile component over this custom list, we will not get. How you will get? You have to pass this through props. Okay, but if you directly use it here, directly if you use name, it will give error. See, I'm just giving name. Some error will come. Unexpected use of name. Line number 6. Line number 6. Because it's telling it's not defined over here. Okay, and you will say no, this is we have created one component, one state over here. But a state is only accessible within the component. Okay, and you are using you have created this state in this component are using in this component, not possible, right? So we'll come to know a state with the we can use within the component. Props we can use to pass data from one component to another component. Okay, we can change the value of a state, and in props case we cannot change the value of props. Okay, so we know at least basic of a state and props. From tomorrow onward classes, we will start using the API. We will consume data from API and will create some beautiful UI. So here you can see we were list.js. See, we have created data, dummy data by ourselves. But from tomorrow onward, we will use API. How we can use API, that we will let you know. Okay. For today, we only know about the what is props and what is the difference between a state and props. Okay, and how we will pass data from one component to different component. Okay, got it? Any doubt till here? Anyone? Okay, so I'll share you the code, and along with that recorded session, just go through it. So these are the very basic classes. Now you will get like feel at least how we can pass data, how we can manipulate the data, how we can create this proper pages. Okay, so tomorrow onwards we will use API. Once we'll start using the API, we will like qualify to create any website, right? Any functional component, anything. Okay. Okay, thanks for joining. We'll share you the code and video.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.